Sheikh, there was a man praying Taraweeh beside me, and he was with his child, who is probably around 2 years old. So, Sheikh, while that man was praying, his child was laying straight on the ground, and when the man was going into prostration, so the child raised his legs, and of course, that man was having difficulty in going into sujood. So, Sheikh, I was nearly about to laugh, but I controlled it, because if I didn't control it, then my prayer would have broken. But I was smiling. So, Sheikh, is this kufr? Because I think the reason to laugh was that the child is naughty, but I didn't had any intention of making fun of prayer.
Where is the kufr coming from?
Because the man was praying and the child was...
No. When you say, is this kufr? If I laugh in the salat, where is the kufr in it?
No, because the laughing would be because I was laughing at the child.
Okay. Is the child something related to Islam?
No, because he was distracting the person who was praying.
I understand. Where is the kufr? Kufr is disbelief. Number one, did you disbelieve in Allah or the Quran or the Sunnah? Yes or no?
No.
Did you disbelieve in the obligation of salat? Yes or no?
No.
Were you making fun of salat and those who were praying? Yes or no?
No.
So what is kufr?
I was just doubtful that maybe it might be considered as making fun of somebody who is praying, or...
Well, where is the fun? You're not making fun of anyone. Something is funny. Your iman is so low and weak to the extent that you don't remember who you're standing to pray for, and that is why you may get these feelings of laughter. Real, true Muslims don't laugh. The companions and the Salaf, whenever they went to make wudu, their color would change and their faces would go pale. And people would ask them, what's wrong with you? And they would say, in fear, don't you know who I am about to stand in front and pray to? This is their fear of Allah. Not that they're praying and then they're laughing or smiling or giggling because a child was playing. So the worst that we could say is that if you laugh, your prayer is invalid. There is no kufr at all in this. And I don't know why people keep on wanting to self-sabotage themselves. They just want to harm themselves. Oh, Sheikh, I was drinking water and I took 4 sips instead of 3. Have I committed kufr? Why? Because the sunnah is to take 3 sips and I took 4. Okay, were you intoxicated? Sheikh, it was normal water. So, then why would it be kufr? There's something wrong in the mechanism of how people think. There's something wrong there's a loose bolt. And this is really scary. Because if a person is unable to determine his own religion, his own belief and conviction, if he's not able to deal with Allah Azza wa Jal as being the merciful, the most compassionate, the forgiving, the one who guides people to repent, and decides to deal with him as something else, someone who's just ready to throw you in hell. For what? We have to use our logic. We have to use our senses. If we lead the Taraweeh, if we know the Quran, if we know the Sunnah, we have to implement this. It's not just there for barakah. It's there to ponder upon, to contemplate upon, and to implement in our lives.
After doing ablution, I see that urine is stuck in my throat. Now I perform ablution again and wash my private part?
Where do you see the urine?
In my throat, in my pajama.
Did you urinate or you saw it later on? Okay. So this is a frequently asked question that Brother Maher has asked about. That is, after a person urinated, they tend to check after half an hour, 15 minutes, maybe less, maybe immediately. And the checking varies. Some of them put some tissues. Some of them go into squeezing their private part. And both ways are not from the Sunnah. And it opens the door for OCD. When a person sits on a toilet seat and he does his thing, and he waits for a minute or two, and there is no dripping, nothing is coming out. So he's looking and there's nothing coming out. Without contracting his muscles, without squeezing anything, naturally, there's nothing coming out. What you should do is pour water on your private parts until it's damped, and sprinkle some water on your underwear and lift it up and move. The moment you stand, you may feel that, oops, maybe something came out. Let me check. Don't check. Make wudu. The moment you raise your foot to the sink, you get a feeling something came out. Don't check. You walk to the masjid, you feel something came out. You bow in salat, you prostrate, you think something is coming out. What is this? What is this? Are you dripping all the time? This is Shaytan messing up with you. So, Sheikh, can I check? No, don't check. Whenever you get this feeling, just convince yourself this was the water I sprinkled on my underwear and I damped my private part with. And if you do this, no checking, for 4 or 5 days, you will never get this feeling again. It will totally disappear because Shaitan gives up. But if you go and feel weak and say, after 2 hours, 3 hours, let me check, it will go back to the vicious circle again, and it will hit you harder than before.